everybody, welcome to Dawn's Crafty Corner. I got a haul video to show you. These are all free gifts from Temu, and then I got a couple other things I want to show you that I got. But first, look, Tammy, my nail color is really close to yours, and I didn't realize it when I went and got my nails. These are my colors. I got yellow, sparkly, and pink. So let me show you the gifts that I got. So I got this really large tray mold. It's actually pretty good quality, I will say. I got it more so that I can make freeform bowl for like fruit and whatnot. So I got that. And then, sorry for the crinkling, I got these cute little piggy molds. Let me see. They're different, but I'm going to take one out. Because I got to go in my bin anyways to measure and bag and tag. But look. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look how cute he is. These are going to be fun to do. And there's 3 different styles. So I got that. I got 2 little birdies. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen people do these. And then I got this mold because my belated mother-in-law, rest in peace, Bobby, she had a saying, you guys, and it was always F a duck. You know, and depending on the situation would be which word she stressed the most when she said it. So when I seen these, I thought of her, especially for the my Christmas ornaments. So I found this, you know, and it's got the little spike to, you know, make a keychain or whatever. So I'm going to put her little saying in here. So I got that. And then I'm not going to take it out of the bag, but I got the Hibiscus tray mold and matching coasters. I got that. And then I got these, I'm assuming they're like the Temu version of Marabou inks. They're definitely inks. There's Starry Sky Golden. You know what? They might be alcohol version. Well, it doesn't say it's alcohol, but they might be a liquid version of Interference. Starry Sky Blue. Starry Sky Red. Starry Sky Purple. And Starry Sky Green. Alright, so that was my... Oh, actually, I got a couple more. This was another freebie. And it is for Froggy Friday. It's a frog sitting on a rock. So I got that. These I purchased. This is a repurchase because I want to do a project, but I needed more. And then these are beads, alphabet beads. I'm not going to take it out. So I got those. Alright. So, my next thing, I'm going to move these over here. I actually, when Julie Cuts was closing down her Amazon store, her US Amazon store, I actually had the turtle and the frog or just the turtle. I can't remember. I had one of them or both of them. I can't remember for sure in my cart, but it wasn't taking that 50% off. And then by the time I got to it the next morning, because it was late in the evening, they were gone. But she still had some discounted, so I got her melting clock. So this is my first Julie Cuts mold. And my husband liked the clock, so I was like, you know what? I remember when I first started watching Resin and whatnot, I remember this was the thing that people were doing. So I went ahead and got it. And that way I can at least say, if I don't ever get to have any other ones, I can at least say that I got a Julie mold. I still haven't blinged out my perfume bottles yet. That's on my to-do list. Alright, so next. So, I did make a video of this situation. And I'm hesitant to post it just because, you know, I think I might have been a little too angry at the time. So, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to explain what happened. So, I went on to Resiners' website to order their dual mixer. And, you know, everything went through wonderfully. $8.99 shipping. They shipped here, etc., etc. And I used Tammy from Epoxy that's a code. So approximately 2 hours later, I get an email from one of the reps saying, "Oh, you're in Hawaii, so we have to have an additional $70 for shipping." Okay, now, nowhere on their website does it state this whatsoever. You know, and so, in my opinion, I felt like they should have, because it didn't state that, I felt like I shouldn't have had to pay that $70, fee. So, going back and forth, because supposedly I'm too far from a warehouse, etc., etc. But she could cancel, and I just told her to cancel, and she ended up doing a refund, is what she ended up doing, and it would take 3 to 7 days. So I decided to go on to Amazon to find a different mixer of a standing mixer. Do you know Resiners has Resiners Direct on Amazon? Okay. And I was able to get it. I was able to get the mixer. Now, I would have saved myself some heartache had that rep explain to me, this is a situation through our website. However, you can go to Amazon and order our product and get free shipping. And on top of that, this was cheaper than on their website on Amazon. Unfortunately, I couldn't use anyone's code, but, it kind of, if you live in Hawaii and you do resin and you see this and you want to order, do it through Amazon. Do not do it through their website. Because my total shipping was going to be $78.99. And I was only paying less than $60 for the mixer itself. So I was paying more in shipping than I was for the mixer. So needless to say, I just hopefully, Resiners, if you see this, and I'm going to try and tag you, you need to update your website so this doesn't happen to anyone else. And if you don't change it, tell your customer that they have the option of ordering it on Amazon instead. So, alright. So, let me first get with these. Alright, so we got the stand. We've got the screws, and we have the a little screwdriver, which comes in handy. We've got the warranty card, which I'll read over. We have the instruction booklet. Okay. Here are the paddles. We got this. There's two small ones. There's small ones. And two large ones. Oh, well, two small ones and two large ones. Alright. And then the next section is our base and our top. So here is, that should be the bottom, it looks like. Alright. My box, because I always keep my box. Alright, and here's the top with our control knobs. Alright. This is our silicone mat. Alright. So these go in here. See, there's a little slit right here. And there's a little slit in your thing. And it just lines up. And goes in. And then that's where you take your screws and you screw them in the bottom. Alright. Try and do this without losing it. And I got the little things to put at the bottom here to protect your table or whatnot. Alright, so you just screw in your screw. That just helps tighten your bars here. Screw in your other one. Alright. Now, let me, oh, I think what this does, this covers the screw hole, maybe? Oh no, I'll check on that later. I'm not really worried about it. Now you have these right here, and you line up with your mixer. All right. Okay. Let me see here. Maybe it would have been easier to do it this way. Alright, let me loosen this up a little bit. Let me loosen this up. And I think what I'll do is I'll do it from the other way out. And go from there. Okay. Alright. Let me go like this route here. Huh. Alright. Let me read the instruction book and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. Alright, so I went ahead and took this other one off. So what you do is you stick it in, and then there's an arrow right here. I don't know if you can see it. And what you do is you put this all the way in, and then you turn this until you can't turn it no more. Okay? Then you take and you put your bottom on. Make sure it's on here really good. That one doesn't seem to be on good. Alright, now once it's lined up, then you take and put your screws in. And then screw it in. You don't have to put it in too tight because you don't want to strip your screw. And then, oops. Screw piece has to go down the right way there, Dawn. Alright. Now let's put it together. So to lift this, all you do is there's a button right back here. You just push it and it goes up. And then you take and you choose your paddles. And then right up here, right here is where your paddles go. So I have it upside down just to make it easier to see for right now. You just pop it in. Okay. Pop it in. And then you put your cup in there. Let's just say I'm going to use this cup for example. Then you take and you push your button, bring it down, much more gentle, and then here's your knobs. That will, let me take my cup out real quick. Here's your knobs right here where you can turn them and go as fast as you want. Once it's done, you shut it off. And you can have them both running at the same time. And that's all it is to it. Oh, and then they have the silicone mat that comes with it as well. So let's put the silicone mat on there, because that will keep your cup from sliding. So it said to, here, let me put this up. Can't see. So it said put it in the middle, hold it like a taco, basically, with this side up. Hold it kind of like a taco. slide it in there, or you can do it that way. That seems to be easier than doing it as a taco. And there's a slit right here on the side, and you just take and yeah, and there you go, and it's all set to go. And I will be using this on my next video coming up. I probably will be recording it here a little bit later when it's not so warm out here. So that is my unboxing and haul video. The unboxing of the Resiners Dual Head Mixer. So on my next video, when I actually use it, I will let you know what I think of it. Alright, you guys. Aloha, and don't forget, show a little aloha to someone, because you never know when they may need to hear it. Bye.
Dawn's Crafty Corner.